Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it's a mini treat bag with a special technique of stamping that's got some love hearts in it. Chocolate sweeties, chocolate hearts, because you know Valentine's Day, it's not far away. And you know, although in the UK we tend to just gift to our, you know, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, we don't gift to other people. I know that some people do, and I know that that's a tradition that has kind of spread over into the UK, so children at school are gifting to one another. But this is just a nice little treat. Don't think I'd ever, if I worked in an office, I wouldn't gift my co-workers. That's not actually made it this far, but I love this bag, so I want to show you. The mini treat bag is one that is a very quick bag to make, but I love this technique that I spotted on Pinterest, but it wasn't anything like this. It was massive, and it was done with pencils. It was actually the back end of a pencil with the eraser on the end. And this person had dabbed all the way around. I'm going for the speedy method. So to make this, what you need is you start with a 6-inch piece, 6-inch wide piece of paper. And so I went with rose red on this one, and I went for the stripy side of the designer series paper, and I've got this time round the spots. Although actually I might have writing upside down, but we'll not worry about that too much. And in your mini treat bag thinlets, you come with 2 sheets of thinlets. So you get one bit there, and then you get another bit. Actually, I think that goes round there. And then you get a bit here. I can't remember which way round it gets, but you get both halves, both parts that you need to make the actual bag itself, and then all sorts of decorative bits as well. I'm pinching the heart out of it because I need it to make a kind of template. So let me move those out to one side. And there are instructions how to make it. Look at that, easy peasy. And it lines up like this. So that's why you need pretty much a 6-inch piece of paper. 6 inches is the widest you can get through the big shot. The standard big shot. So let me get it lined up. So what I've got here is I've got my Big Shot platform, thin die adapter, 1 cutting plate, my piece of designer series paper, and like I say, you have to line it up pretty much perfectly, and it does work. And another cutting plate on the top, and I'm going to send that through my Big Shot, which is just off camera. Okay, there we go. So I've got it started, and with a Big Shot there is pounds and pounds and pounds of pressure at this point here. So I would never normally recommend that you send one long die through that. I would always say go at an angle, because it just puts this repeated pressure all the way down. However, with the shape of this, you have no choice but to send it, and as you can hear, that's one heck of a clunk, which is not doing any damage to my thinlets whatsoever, but it's not putting the same pressure on those edge parts. It sounds terrible, and I've just wrecked that. There we go, that is fine. That has now cut through. Oh. Because it hadn't previously, because they, like I say, it's all of the pressure is being put onto this one area of the die all at the same time. It doesn't like it, so that's why you go through repeatedly. I'll show you the proper technique for a square die that isn't quite as wide as this on this smaller one, which I can do because it's spots. So one, so that's my bit left over, and so you go through at an angle. That is by far the better thing to do. So, and it just takes the pressure off, and you will hear it's not quite as bad as the first time. You should have heard me the first time I used the mini. There you go, it sounds much better, doesn't it? The mini treat bags. I was like, oh my god, what have I done to my die? What have I done to my Big Shot? Nothing. I hadn't done anything. So there you go. So that's much healthier, but it's still, you know, it is absolutely fine by going through that, but just be aware you might get that sound and you might freak out. Because I did. Right, I've got this part here, this heart. I've got a scrap of Whisper White. Got all my cutting plate sandwich again. Move that out of the way because I wanted this as a template. But not a template. That's a template, but we're going to do a different way. So let me get these bits put over here so out of the way. Make the bag up now. And if you gently fold, I don't know if you can see, there are score lines that are put in when you're die cutting. So find your score lines, fold along them gently. And the one at the bottom. And you're kind of matching it up like this because it will come round. Oh look, I'm going to have my words sideways and upside down, but we'll not worry. The reason I didn't do the stripes is because I haven't got any left in Melon Mambo. So you line it up like that and you kind of making it extended. So my fast fuse I think I've pulled off. See if I've got any handy. There we go. So fast fuse down this tab on the smaller one. And line this up to it, so take the bigger one to the smaller one. And you'll find it an awful lot easier, except I can't see what I'm doing because the lighting is so... Oh, winter weather is not conducive to filming. There we go, so that's going to wrap round, so run a little tab of adhesive down there. Fold it over, and then this one's going to fold up as well. So a bit of adhesive along there and fold it up. So that's your bag made. Too cute. We're going to decorate it now. So I've got a piece here that measures 4 by 3 inches, which is 7.5 by 10 centimetres. Get your heart, and then here's the trick. You can't put a blob of glue behind it because that would rip and wreck your underneath cardstock. It's not like masking or anything like that. So I've got a bit of washi tape, rolled it to make it double-sided, kind of. Position that where you fancy it. Push down well, and now I'm going to get really inky. Because I did this and I've still got some ink on my thumb where I did this the other day. Grab your ink, Melon Mambo to match. I've got Perpetual Birthday Calendar because I want this sort of splatter effect. You could go with hearts, but I wanted the splat. And we're going to do Stamping Off, and I want to get the gradient of colour. I want, whoops, oh, let's throw the chocolates around. I want 1, 2, 3 different colours. However, when you stamp across the edge of something and then you stamp again, I don't know if you can see it, there is a line of ink. Can you see that? So if I went, well, yeah, I'm going to go around there, you end up with a line. Can you see that? That's just how it goes. So here's the fun. Oh look, my big shot messed everything up. So I've got my mask, ink in once, but now I want a faded look. Stamp off, down there. 3, and you start coming back in again, and you're just building up the design by stamping off the required number of times. Oopsie. And you get this fabulous kind of collection of splats and shapes and blobs and all sorts, and I absolutely love it because there is no right or wrong way to do it. I'm not getting as inky today. I discovered that actually using the mask was the better idea, which doing it like this, I was actually holding it with my fingers. Sensible, huh? And just keep going round, and get some big spots in there and some dark ones and light ones, and there we go. So you've got this sort of splatter effect, and because it's washi tape underneath, and do be gentle, don't go yanking it off. When you gently peel it away, that's the shape you're left with. Love it! Right, where's my snail? Snail on there. Did I say what size this was? I did, didn't I? 3 by 4, 7.5 by 10 centimetres. Just on the front. Grab your chocolate, slide them inside, and if you're somebody who does give these out, you know, maybe your children at school, you can pop them in a nice little box all stood up like that and say, come on children, help yourselves, to one. But that's a rose red and that's a melon mambo one. How cute are they? Great technique. I can see that happening with all sorts of stuff. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.